Welcome to today's video, where I want to talk about this. Yes, I want to talk about a notebook today. Now, as I've talked about many times in my videos, I use notebooks all the time for writing notes for these videos, for story ideas. I'm always using notebooks of this sort of similar size, a pocket notebook. I almost always carry one with me, and this is my latest style that I have gotten into. This is a Field Note 72 page signature sketchbook. I really like the notebooks without the lines. It gives me the ability for freedom if I want to use it as a sketchbook. And actually, I do have a few notebooks that have lines in them, and they just feel weird to me. All right, let me get the precise information for you. So a while ago, I noticed that Field Notes came out with the dime novel, the dime-sized novel notebook. One reason why I really like to go with Field Notes, again, is for the aesthetic. I like that it says Field Notes. It makes me feel like I am taking down great notes. I have a ton of them. So, this is straight from the Field Notes website. Our dime novel edition. People love the form factor, the sewn-in signature binding, the high-quality paper of the interior pages. This is the same form and specifications as dime novel. The covers are gently debossed with just a tint of ink. This signature series embodies the spirit of dime novel, inspired by 1860. Let me just summarize, it's not here. Dime novel comes from a 1860s-ish term where these short stories would come in this form factor, and it would be a dime novel sold for a dime. And I think they were really awful stories. They were like cheap, not very well made stories. So Field Notes came out with this signature series in the form factor of a dime novel. That was just super cool for me, and I liked the look. I really liked the squared off binding, and I liked that it was sort of like a book without being a book. Normally, this is I purchase these little ones. As you can see, the size here. Quite a difference. These brown ones fit very easily into a pocket. They have the rounded binding, and they're easy to do this with, like fold over and write on either page. They're more of a pocket than this book that I was so obsessed with getting. So after getting these, and I have a brand new one, not used. At first I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna use this one yet. This one, I'm almost done with this one. This one is fresh. It's not used, it's not crinkled. It's perfect. So this one I'm gonna set aside. And I'm gonna talk about the one I have been using. The paper, the cover, I felt was a little not durable. I guess it's the same as these brown ones, but I don't know, for whatever reason, the brown pocket notebooks, the paper feels a little more durable than this dime novel one. I knew it was gonna be bigger, and I was prepared for that, but then I didn't anticipate the pocketness of a notebook that I like so much. So this one, I kind of carry more than I put in my pocket. But one thing I didn't like about this was that the cover felt a little less durable, and I felt like I was kind of tearing into it a little bit more, wearing it out a little bit more. The paper inside was perfect. Very little bleed, great paper. When I'm writing on the go, you know, a lot of times I'm standing, and I like to take my book and I like to fold it over as I'm writing quickly, right? Either side. With this dime novel, you can't really do that because of the way the binding is. So when you fold it over, it cuts a good portion of the page off. So if you're folding on this side, you wind up kind of losing a good portion of the page. But then it kind of creates this weird crease on the inside of the page that I'm not really into. So I've gotten accustomed after the first few pages to not doing that, and I generally try my best, if I'm standing, to write completely open, or I'll look for a table. But as like carrying out and about, I would definitely prefer the smaller brown notebooks. Now the cover, again, as I said, wasn't as durable as I had liked, and I found it to be wearing out really quickly. But then something happened. Unlike with the brown notebooks, I noticed that this dime novel notebook started to get a really nice patina to it. I got more than halfway through when I noticed that the front cover started to have this really unique wear to it, and I started to see me in it, and I started to see how I was carrying the notebook, how I was using the notebook, and how I was creasing the notebook, and it started to look like a really cool used old notebook, one that you find at the bottom of a drawer and you go, whose is this? You know, not that you should go into somebody's drawer and pull out a random book and start reading through the things. I mean an abandoned desk from centuries, not centuries ago. It's old and abandoned. That's what I mean. And I found myself to really be enjoying this notebook. Patina's way better than the brown notebooks. The brown notebooks, okay, they get old. But this is special. This started to carry my personality with it. This started to get things like ink stains, and I noticed some coffee stains, and the one day I was writing in the dirt, so it started to get some dirt stains, and the creasing started to look interesting, and it started to tell a story. And that is what I like about the dime notebook, dime novel notebook. I have a brand new, fresh dime novel notebook that I cannot wait to use and put some patina on. And that, everyone, is the end of this video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll be seeing you.